Hello, my Basset Hound friends and my sexy cuties. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here, with a brand new studio album ranking, for the first time ranking. And yes, it's another black metal band. And I got requests for this one. This band's called Burzum, which first time ranking this, and I got a request to do that. And I'm gonna rank all 14 of them, their main ones, worst to best. Oh boy, when he watches this, he's not gonna like my ranking, but maybe. But who knows? So I'll be ranking the Burzum albums for you when he's watching this. And this is my first time, so my first time opinion on all 14 of them. Ranking them worst to best. Oh boy. Let's get into some black metal goodness, shall we? I'm going to start at my number 14. Is my least favorite is Baldur's Death. As you can tell from its theme, it's all instrumental based songs, so I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. I don't like the whole genre change of this one, to be honest with me. But this one is definitely my least favorite out of the 14 of the Burzum albums. But I have nothing to say about this one. This one bores the living shit out of me. So, my number 14 spot is Baldur's Death. My number 13 spot for me is going to be Slope Earthquake, my second least favorite. Only one song I did like was, one of the instrumental songs I do like is The Love of Nerthus. That's what it's called. That's the only song I remember liking. Still, this one's my second least favorite of Burzum albums. Again, instrumental filler. So my number 13 spot is going to be Slope Earthquake. My number 12 spot for me is going to be Sun in the East, Man in the West. I think that's what I translated from this language. My third least favorite, yes it is. More instrumental filler type music, but none of the black metal shit. Again, I don't like the different genre change. This one I think is a tad bit better, I guess. The songs I did like was East of the Sun and Burial Mound Fire. That's all I can remember liking. But sadly, it's at my number 12 spot, which is Sun in the East and Men in the West, sorry. Number 11 spot for me for this one is the Land of Theala, whatever it's called. This is when Burzum changed their name to New at the end. Yeah, Burzum New. And this is the last of the Burzum albums. The original Burzum album of the main line. And this is another okay Burzum album, I guess. The songs I did like it's another instrumental filler, by the way. The Magic of the Grave, The Hidden Name, and lastly Beyond the Gate. Those are the only songs ambient instrumental songs I did like overall. And just to let you know, I'm not interested in new Burzum, whatever. Just to let you know ahead of time before I move on to my number 10. So my number 11 is going to be The Land of Theoli. Number 10 spot for this ranking is going to be Theolan Mysteries album. Again, it's another okay Burzum album. Again, there's some instrumental songs and then a couple of vocal ones. Songs I did like from it was The Sacred Well instrumental, Gather of Herbs instrumental, The Lord of the Doors instrumental, and lastly Theolan's Sorcery. Those are the only 4 songs I did like from it. Again, it's another okay Burzum album, full of instrumental stuff overall. Number 10 spot for me is going to be Theolan Mysteries. My number 9 spot for me, in the middle of this ranking, is Metamorphosis album. Yeah, that's what it's called, Metamorphosis. This is another decent, good album from Burzum overall, in my opinion. So, songs I did like is a few of them. Soaked in Blood, Elven Dance, and lastly, Honor. Yeah, those are the only ones that catches my ears for. And this is why it's at my number 9 spot, which is Metamorphosis. Number 8 for me is actually The Ways of Yore. And what I saw from their reviews from Metal Archives, one reviewer just renamed it to The Ways of Bore. And this album did bore the shit out of me a little bit. And he's right. But again, this is another okay Burzum album. There's a few instrumentals and a few lyric ones. The songs I did like is the Portal instrumental, The Coming of Etens, Hello Freja, and Hall of the Fallen, and lastly Autumn Leaves instrumental. Those are the only 5 songs I remember liking from this. But this one, another one that bores the fuck out of me, and that's all I have to say about it. Number 8 spot is The Ways of Yore. Alright, my number 7 spot for this one. We're getting to the better of my rankings so far. It's actually going to be From the Depths of Darkness. I want this one to be good. Almost good. But it's in the middle of my ranking. I want this to be good, but it fell short for me after a while, in my opinion. The songs I did like is the opening introduction, Feeble Screams from the Forest Unknown, Sasu Winnoon introduction, A Lost Forgotten Sad Spirit, Call of the Siren introduction, Key to the Gate, and lastly, Turn the Sign of the Makrosum, whatever the hell it is at the end. I want this one to be a good black metal album from Burzum, but sadly it's in the middle of my ranking. I almost want this to be good. I'm gonna say it's a good one. It's not super high for me or anything. It's just in the middle for me for Burzum album. My number 7 spot is gonna be From the Depths of Darkness. Alright, my best sound friends and my sex and pie cuties. These are the top 6 Burzum albums I did like actually out of the 14. So be prepared of what my top 6 is actually going to be. So here we go. My number 6 spot for all tracks, the album is called Fallen Album. This is actually a really good one in my opinion. I really like the Fallen album. Really good Burzum album. I do like all the tracks. So I do like the opening instrumental of From the World Tree, I Am Falling, The Fallen, Madness, Each Man to His Own, The Message, and lastly To Hell and Back Again instrumental ending. Yeah, this is a really good Burzum album. I do like this one. Really good. I enjoy this one. My number 6 is going to be Fallen. Okay, my number 5 spot for this one. Again, I like all tracks for this one, and this one I had to translate for this one. The album is called If the Light Takes Us. I like all tracks of this one. This is another good one, and it's an experimental type black metal, early good stuff from here. I really do enjoy this one. There's only 4 tracks and they're long songs. And I quite enjoyed this one. This is actually pretty good. So, what once was If the Light Takes Us into the Castle from the Dream, and lastly Emptiness. This is another really good Burzum album. I do like this one. And long as hell. I do like, if it's really good when it's long like that, if it's boring as hell, if it's way too long for me, I'm not enjoying it. But this one I do enjoy. This one I do. It's a really good one. So my number 5 for me is actually going to be If the Light Takes Us. My number 4 spot for me is actually going to be Philosopher album. Again, I had to translate this one. This is another damn good Burzum album. I like this one as well. Really good. All 6 tracks I'm naming: Burzum, The Death of Jesus, Beholding the Daughters of the Fermented. I do like track 4, Descripitude Part 1. Bypassing the support of the Transcendental Singularity instrumental is pretty good. And Descripitude Part 2 instrumental ending. I do like Philosopher. This is a good one. Another good Philosopher. Philosopher is really good from Burzum. I enjoy this one as well. My number 4 spot for me is going to be Philosopher. Alright, my top 3 of my most favorite Burzum albums. And it's Bronze, Silver, and Gold at the end. Yes, I picked these top 3 controversially because it's hard to pick for me which is my top 6 my favorite to top 3. These 3 I think are pretty good. my number 3 bronze for me is actually Bila's album. This one is really good. This came out in the 2010s era of Burzum. One of the 2010s I do like from this one. This one is actually really good. I like this one. And it made it to my number 3 bronze. I like this one. So I like the opening Intergus of Luke in introduction, the death of Bilis, the river of forgetfulness, the descent and whatever it says at the end, sword dance, and the horse of Kaleo. I really like the song The Horse of Kaleo, by the way. This one I had to translate as well. I really like that song, by the way. Dawn, and lastly the Return of Bilis conclusion instrumental. Yeah, I do like this album. I really dug this Burzum album. I really like Bilis album. That's my number 3 bronze. There you go. My number 2 silver medal spot in this ranking is actually going to be What Once Was. This one, again, I had to translate. Especially the song title names. Holy shit. And it's their actual second full-length main album. I actually like this one. I like the earlier stuff, as you can tell by this. And I enjoy this one. I like this. So all 8 tracks. The Coast of Evil instrumental, opening instrumental. Key to the Gate, One Ring to Rule, Lost Wisdom, He Who Wandered instrumental. When the Sky Clears instrumental. Turn the Sign of Microcrosm. And lastly, Black Throws. I like this one, and it's their second full-length Burzum album I do like. Really good. But it's at my silver medal number 2 spot for me is actually What Once Was. And yes, out of all 14 of the Burzum albums, which is my number 1 most favorite gold medal winner is actually going to be their 1992 self-titled Burzum. I really liked their very first one, yes. This is definitely the purest of all black metal albums. It's definitely their self-titled Burzum 1992 album. It really is. This is the one I enjoyed the most out of the 14. I do like the past 5 others, but this one's my most favorite. This is the purest black metal I do like more. And then it went into shifting in different genres, which I'm not a fan of, I'm sorry. But I like the purest of black metal like this one. This is the one I enjoy more out of the 14. So I'm going to name all 9 of the tracks and I'm going to bed. So, Feeble Screams from the Forest Unknown, Eo Lord of the Depths, Spell of Destruction, channeling the power of souls into a new god, War, the Crying Orc instrumental, A Lost Forgotten Sad Spirit, My Journey to the Stars, and lastly, Dungeons of Darkness instrumental. And yes, this is my number 1 gold medal, most favorite Burzum album. It's definitely their 1992 self-title. And there you go. I ranked all the Burzum albums for you if he's watching this. So that was my first time ranking the Burzum albums. I had a thought about in the future way back then when I was going to rank Burzum for the first time. That was way back then until somebody requested it. If he's watching this right now. Look, Burzum is an okay black metal band. It's okay. There's only 6 albums I did like out of the 14. I just want it to be all black metal, not just instrumental fillers, in my opinion. It's just not my thing. But Burzum's still cool overall. But it's not really my most favorite black metal band overall. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Subscribe to me if you have not. Click the bell to get notified in all of my notifications. And yes, also like and share my ranking of the Burzum studio albums where it's the best. And I will see you, my best home friends, in my 6 and 5 cuties on my next video. Seizure later.